Hello, Warzonians and fellow gamers. Welcome to another episode of the Scots Codcast with myself, 67PW, and joined as usual is Liam Jeffrey. How's it going, Liam?
I'm not bad, mate. Yourself?
Good, man. I'm good. The very first official episode of this podcast. Let's see how things go, mate. Let's see how things go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so touching on for the intro last week, today we're just going to be going for a little general chit chat. So what we're going to do is talk Warzone, what we like, what we dislike, and what we'd like to see changed, how we think the game could be improved. Have you played much Warzone recently?
Yeah, I've been playing most nights.
Hating it?
We've all been
Shite? Infuriating?
pretty
Fucking
much,
hackers?
mate. It's just been hacking central, mate, and glitches galore, mate. You know what I mean? I want to see some decent changes, but
Well, at least you
You
can't
know how it
blame
is.
the DMR, mate. At least you can't blame the DMR now.
that's it, mate. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's really been nerfed, has it?
Nah, that's all shit. Cool, mate. So, yeah, I'll let you take the stage. What we're just going to cover is some likes, dislikes, and some good changes. What would make this game better?
Yeah, well, the things that I like about Warzone is I like the competition vibe. So the likes of knowing that you have to beat these other 150 people in their lobby to get the win. And just the minute you get that win, the feeling you get, it's like, do you know what? We've done it. We've worked as a team,
I know, you feel
and
amazing, don't
we're
you?
there to smash it. Yeah, it's class. Exactly. It's like I've beat 146 different people.
Sometimes.
Oh. Sometimes not at the time. Of course.
So the competition's always good, mate. You never ever get a wee friendly game. Everyone gets infuriated when they get beat, and you always love life as soon as you win. So, competition, happy days, man. Anything else? What else floats your boat?
I quite like the different metas in the game. So like people don't always just run the same gun now. Like obviously, as we said, like so the DMR, that's all been nerfed. So people are running different setups. I've always really stuck to my one setup with the Growl, but I just like how everyone uses different guns and the way different people play. But I'm starting to enjoy it a bit more now. Put it that way.
I'm the same. As soon as all these meta weapons disappear, I just don't even bother with it. I like my Car 98. Mac 10, I was running with that, but normally I just run an AN 94 or the M4. Classics.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the dislikes, mate?
Oh, where do you want me to start? I could write a book.
Sorry, just reach in,
Just a
grab
few.
something, pull something out, mate.
Well, things obviously, the main things that I don't like are when you've got a decent game on the go and you get a hacker that just turns around and one-shots you and you're dead.
Oh, pains in the arse, man.
I know that, as I said as well, like glitches. Like, why are you trying to glitch to win a game? Or hack to win a game? It just makes it no fun. Like, I kind of fell away from COD because of it. Started playing different games, but now I'm back, so... Yeah, I'd say that's probably my only two, really. Things I don't like about it is probably the hackers and the glitches that are in the game.
Hackers and glitches. Cool. I'll tell you what I like, right? I'll tell you what I like.
Yeah.
I like... Verdansk, I generally do like Verdansk. I think it's got a good mix of gameplay elements. You've got your open fields for your sniper, you've got downtown for your close combat. I think it mixes up the gameplay really well. You get a lot of fast-paced zones. I quite like the map. Also the weapons. I mean, there's loads and loads and loads of weapons. Take metas out of the equation. I think you've got a general good mix and good balance of weapons that will suit any sort of gameplay, so I don't think you've got any excuse with regards to what you like to run with or what you don't like to run with. What I don't like about the weapons is when you get the likes of these super streamers, the Nick Mercs and Tim the Tatman and all these kind of guys who swear by a loadout, then obviously the developers are looking to introduce Cold War weapons into a Modern Warfare game. So how do we get them all off that? Then we nerf up a couple of our guns. We'll make people swap out their loadouts so they're forcing change. I don't like the fact that they've just got to OP so many guns so often just to get you to mix up a wee bit. I quite like my guns,
Yeah, I totally
and I'm
agree.
not going to change.
I totally agree. I mean, I agree with that comment a lot because, as you said, mate, these big streamers, you've got, they're like, oh, these are the best guns, and they know if they're getting 5, 6, 7 kills a game with them, everyone then just goes and makes that class up, and then it's like you may as well just have the one gun in the game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just don't like the way that it's all controlled, just to lean the bulk of the viewers and players all onto one weapon. I like the fact that it's just your call, pick what you want. We're not going to OP a particular weapon just to try and force your hand a wee bit, because it just
Yeah.
makes me leave the game a wee bit. But the map as well, I don't think, although I like Verdansk, I don't think there's as many changes as what there should be. This game's been out nearly a year, and they've done what? They've added a train, opened up the stadium, opened up train station, and they blew a bunker into the
Aye.
runway.
Yeah.
It's still very much the same. See, when you think of other battle royale games out there, they change it up so much just to give everyone a completely new experience, which I would like to see a wee bit more of. And obviously the
Yeah, I mean,
glitches, stem glitch, fucking invisible glitch, fucking gulag glitch, fucking inside loadout glitch. Too many game breakers that make you hate the game. Not wee things that you can just get by, like the gun's not loading. That I can deal with, but the ones that ruin your game, I can't. I hate them. Hate them,
yeah, I
mate.
mean, like
Fucking hate them.
changes that I'd bring into it, it's a long shot, but the one thing, even your pros like that are doing like your pro leagues and stuff, they're calling for it. I would love to see anti-cheat brought into this game. I would love to see it brought in.
I know. You do really want an anti-cheat in it, don't you? It's just,
Yeah,
do they
'cause to
care?
me, it's
Because
pointless.
bad news is
Okay.
still publicity. Bad publicity is still attention. Do they give a fuck?
I don't think they do, but like, I just because it's pointless. Like people are reporting these players that are hacking, and yeah, they're getting banned, but you can make a new account within 2 minutes. Do you
I
know what I
know.
mean? Like,
The banning's not working.
but no, I'd say probably the change. Yeah. I would say that's there that I would make would be to get an anti-cheating.
Nice. I would make 3 big changes. Fucking brace yourself, mate.
Oh, sitting
First,
back.
first one, when Cold War was released, or before it was released, but it was announced, they gave everyone a live event. Jump in Verdansk, you had a wee kind of mission point to get through before you saw the trailer. I'd like more little live events and more things happening in Verdansk. I thought that wee live event was brilliant. I don't know how many times I played it in that one night. Um, I think they should take a wee page out of Battlefield's notebook as well. If you played any of the old Battlefield games or even the new ones, when you're playing some of these longer games, you get environmental changes, so the weather can change, which can change your gameplay. It goes into overcast, and all of a sudden you're looking at a dark map. Then it back to daylight. It's pissing down a rain. Some destroyed buildings. I think some environmental changes could be cracking for Verdansk. I think it'd be cracking, and because of all these glitches that you're seeing in all the game modes, one of the most popular things that people are doing now is running customs. So I think the idea of customs is to be able to create your own Warzone. So I think they should be looking at creating, the person that's running that lobby should be able to create, this is what weapons are available, this is what contracts are available, this is what kind of ground loot you're going to get, this is what zones are open. I think you should be given a lot more freedom and flexibility with regards to a custom game. Make it a truly custom game, not just a custom lobby. That's what
Yeah,
I would change, mate.
yeah, no, I agree with a lot of their points. I mean, there's a certain game out there that I don't really like talking about that does a lot of their live events, like every so often,
Oh, that'll be the
like different
cartoon one for the
seasons.
kids.
Yes. So likes of that game, mate. Like they've got an event nearly like every month for like a new season. They've got some live event that's pulling in thousands upon thousands of views because they're changing it up. Like I've watched a few myself, and I'm like, if Warzone was to impact that into this game, I think this game would be so much better.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I agree. I think there should be a lot more proactivity done with these developers. I think they're just happy making the mints. Call of Duties are a money churning machine, and I don't think they're scared of anything. I don't think they've got into competition that's going to make them change anytime soon.
No, I don't think it'll be changed. I think I was really hoping once obviously the two games merged together that it would be a better change. But as you said earlier on, mate, there's not been any changes really, has there? Like massive changes.
No, I think come March that's when we'll see it because that's when it gets fully integrated in it. You get the
Yeah.
Treyarch map, you get all the vehicles, the swimming ability. So I think March will be the true call to see how well it's transferred over. But the integration has not went well. 100%
No.
agree with you there, mate.
Good.
But let's move on, as you've all been waiting for, the very first episode, and we have ourselves a special guest. Alright, now I'm not going to give too much away on what he's done, what he's looking to achieve, and yeah, what he's all about. All I will do is say, get following this guy. It's Twitch TV's Chronicle Gamer 101.
How are we, buddy?
Oh, yeah. How you doing, buddy? Simon. I had to come in strong. How we doing, guys?
I'm not bad, mate. Yourself?
Really good, mate. I am quite blessed, man. I'm the first guest to jump into your podcast, so aye, mate, good.
Good, mate.
Buzzing,
Sure,
guys.
me and Pedro are both glad to have you on, mate. I'm glad you
Of course,
accepted.
guys, of course. Thanks very much.
Yes, how are you, man?
Very good, mate, very good. Had a wee nap earlier on, got rudely awakened, and now I'm on the podcast, so it's all good.
Nice.
Good day so far, mate, good day.
That's good, mate. Well, we just want to try and pick your brains a wee bit, and hopefully any sort of listeners out there can sort of take some goodness from it, mate.
Of course.
Cool.
What would you like to know?
Yeah, well, right. What, just in general, right? Forget the streaming just for 1 second. What's your cup of tea?
Mm-hmm.
What's your cup of tea with games? What do you like to play?
Well, what kind of games do I like to play? Right, so the main games I play normally are Call of Duty. Right, so that is my main go-to game. Ever since Black Ops 2, that's been my main focus. It's been Call of Duty games. Obviously, I like myself a lot of my horror games and stuff like that as well, like my Resident Evil, Evil Within. The kind of the horror kind of genre when you get puzzles, the survival modes. I love all that type of gaming as well. I've also just started getting into a new game called Ghost of Tsushima. I actually managed to say it right for a change.
Just only just.
Yeah.
Tsushima. I thought I was going to bugger that one up, to be honest. But obviously, I like the reason I like that kind of games is I don't know if you remember, but back in the day, back in PlayStation 1, there used to be a game called Tenchu.
Oh,
Tenchu
yeah,
1
yeah,
and Tenchu 2. Yeah, so you get like the ninjas, the samurais, you're basically, you're flinging your grapples up and you're going from roof to roof and you're stealth killing all the assassins and things like that as well. And I loved that. I absolutely loved that game when I was younger. I remember I played it for years and years and years. So the fact that they brought out something similar, but, with kick-ass graphics, 10 times bigger and, a million times better, I couldn't wait to get my hands on that. So that's my new kind of favourite game at the moment, is Ghost of Tsushima. But like I say, Call of Duty's always got a special place in my heart. Even though at the best of times I fucking hate it.
Don't worry, we'll get to
Aye.
Right, and so playing all these games, what made you take the jump from gamer to streamer? How did that come about?
Right, well, see, when I was a kid, right, like back in the days, we had like the Sega Mega Drive. That was about it, right? And there was the Nintendo at one point. I used to be a big gamer when I was a wee boy. My first computer was a Sega Mega Drive, and it was Sonic the Hedgehog 1, right? And I just love gaming forever since then. Now, since I was a kid, I always used to see all my mates and my family, that if there was a way I could, test out games or even just play games in general and get paid for it, that would be the best job ever. It would 100% be the best job ever. So, obviously, when streaming and that came about, to me, I thought it was just like, people that were just pure professionals, like guys that were dropping 50 bombs every single game, winning every single game, and that kind of like put me away from it, But then I started watching a guy called Bobby Poff Gaming, right? This was back in the Blackout days, right? And I was watching them, right? And what I realised was these guys were just like us. They had their good games, they had their bad games, and they had their really good games, which they put on fucking YouTube, So I was like, do you know what? I could potentially do that as well. So obviously, I never had a lot of time to obviously like jump right into it back in the Blackout days, but obviously because the lockdown happened back in March last year, I had all the time in the world. So I actually spent about a month just YouTubing how to stream, how to be a streamer, how to do, how to do different things as well. And then after about a month was up, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start doing it. Actually, to be honest, I was on Bobby Puff Games actually chat as well, and I actually gifted him a wee sub, and I was like, mate, I've got a wee question for you. I'm thinking about streaming. What's your kind of best advice? And the simple answer was just get it done. Like literally, just start doing it. Just do it. He's like, you're playing games anyway, so just do it. And he's like, I stream 12 hours a night. Just grind away, keep grinding. Get yourself out there, and eventually you can make something of it. And since then, I've started it, and it's nearly a year on, and I've not looked back, to be honest.
Good man.
Nice, mate. And now, obviously, nearly a year, you've now topped 1,000 followers. You've got regular viewers, regular subscribers, and now I personally have seen a wee jump and more focus onto YouTube stuff as well. So, what tips would you give anyone sort of looking to how do you get 1,000 followers? Somebody out there that's maybe got 60 or 70. What's your advice to them?
Follow for follow. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Don't follow for follow, for the love of God. I would say networking more. Obviously, you need to be on other people's streams as well. Because we're all small streamers, right? We're not going to just build our own platforms ourselves unless we're absolutely professionals at the games. And I'm definitely not a fucking professional. I have my good games that I have occasionally, but I have my fucking really bad games at the best of times as well. So I would say networking is the most, and getting your platform, getting your Twitch out there. There's no point in you going live and not posting it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. You're basically not letting anybody know you're live. And the thing is with Twitch, you've got like say for example, because you like Call of Duty, that's such a saturated game. So there's like, I don't know, ballpark figures, say for example 10,000 people streaming that game at that certain time, right? And say like the top guys like Nick Merckx, he's got like 54,000 obviously viewers on it. But then at the bottom you've got me, who's a zero, right? If I don't let anybody know that that I'm live, I'm sitting at zero, right? I'm sitting at the bottom of the pile basically. But obviously once you start posting clips, posting obviously your Twitch links and different social medias, Facebook, Twitter, like I said before, it starts to get out there. Obviously, once you start building up a reputation of being someone that's regular, that's sending out your links, your clips, making yourself known, amongst all these different groups and so forth, that's when the followers will start coming in as well. So obviously once you start getting the followers in, my best advice to you as well is, because you're a small streamer, you're going to have more time to try and talk to the viewers as well. Now, I know that obviously we could be sitting there playing Warzone and we could be doing the last three guys and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I would rather lose that win just to keep that viewer, rather, to talk to them just a little bit, to get more in depth with that viewer, rather than actually winning that game, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, that viewer could come in and go, right, he's not talking to me, I've tried to talk to him a couple of times, he's just going to bolt. I know for a fact I've done that in some streams, and I've just jumped straight away because I'm like, nah, the guy or the woman's not interacting with me, so I'm going to leave. So the best advice, obviously, for when people come in is interact with obviously your viewers as well. So yeah.
Perfect, mate.
So, well, one of the questions I've got for you is, obviously, I've seen the massive jump that you've done, and as a pal as well, like, can you be any more proud of how much you've done, what you've done for all of us? So what would you say would be your goal in 2021 for streaming?
My goal for 2021. Do you know what? I was actually thinking about that before the end of the year, actually. I want to try and make myself bigger for YouTube as well, right? I want to do like better clips. You see all these YouTubers that have got like amazing clips. They've got the thumbnails, get their faces on them. They just, as soon as you see the thumbnail, you're like, I want to click that. But I'm still not at that stage yet where I've got a video and I can upload it and people are going to be like, oh, I need to watch that. So I think my goal is to, I think, edit videos. I need to get more professional at editing videos. I need to get better at like editing like pictures, like thumbnails and stuff like that, and basically just put myself out there just a little bit more as well. So that's my main focus at the moment. I mean, obviously with the streams, the viewers coming in and out. Obviously, it's not thousands, it's not hundreds, but I'm still getting a good wee community that comes into obviously the stream as well. So that will continue to grow, but I know it's going to grow more if I start getting better, more professional clips out there as well. I mean, the other day there as well, I actually started doing my first introduction to my YouTube clip, and to be honest, I mean, I must have sat there for about half an hour, like singing and dancing and jumping up and down, trying to big myself up because I was actually fucking nervous.
A few press ups.
I was. I mean, I'm literally sitting there with myself in front of the fucking camera, and I'm sitting there bragging, you know, a couple of bicep curls. I mean, like, let's go. But I was nervous. But do you know what the thing is? It's always the same. See when I start doing something for the first time, I'm always going to be nervous. But see if I just chuck myself in it and just get it done, I actually realised after it that it actually went no bad. But fair enough, I did do a couple of outtakes and I had to edit the video a wee bit before it obviously went in. There was a couple of fuck shits and a couple of things like that as well. I had to edit it. But yeah, no, that's my main focus, mate. To be honest, is to start getting a lot better at creating better content, as in like for your clips on YouTube and stuff like that as well. I think if I start building that up more, I think I'll start seeing more of an income of viewers as well.
Get it. Well, my final question for tonight. Unless you've got one, Pedro.
No, I'm just very cautious of the time right now. You've got about
Alright,
a minute and a half.
Right, I'll make it quick. Mine was just, what do you prefer, Rebirth or Warzone?
Warzone, 100%. The only thing is, but with Warzone, I really want a new map to come out. We've been playing it for a year now, and they've been teasing us with like the nuke that's never happened. We got the event earlier on that was totally anticlimactic because we thought we were all getting nuked as we were at the stadium, So yeah, I had Warzone, but I really want a new map, to be honest. We've played it for about a year now. We need something new.
Perfecto. Story, you have the last 30 seconds to promote your channels. Go for it.
Cool, fantastic, cool. So, like I said, my name's Stephen Story, aka Chronicle 101. I've got obviously different social media platforms, i.e. from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. All of them are Chronicle Gamer 101, and obviously my main one is where I live stream is Chronicle Gamer 101 on Twitch as well, guys. I normally stream from 8 PM UK time. That's most nights. There's not a general schedule at the moment because I'm followed. It's kind of all over the place at the moment, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, come and jump in, like all my pages, subscribe, obviously to YouTube channels as well. Turn the notification bells on so you can keep up to date with all the content and everything else that I'm dropping on YouTube. And yeah, basically come into the chat, come and say hi. Catch a few games and get a laugh.
Perfect.
And thanks for having me on as well, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll get you on again soon, mate.
It's been a pleasure.
Not a problem. Thank you very much, guys.
Cool. And all you Warzonians, I think the questions might have to wait.
Wait till next episode.
Yes.
Get some more in.
Yes.
No problem.
So sorry to have to cut it short, but pleasure having you on board. Be sure to follow Chronicle Gamer 101 on Twitch, Liam Jeffrey over on Twitch, and myself 67PW on Twitch, and us Scots Codcasters will be back next Tuesday.
Perfect. Over and out, troops.
Thanks so much, guys.
Cheers.
Good luck in that gulag. Catch yous, folks.
See you in a bit, boys. Cheers.